How you feel about the music they've been dropping?
Who?
The clips.
I'd rather not comment on that, you heard? Just know I'm gonna do some freestyle, so every beat they put out, you heard?
That's so big though. That track right there go hard, man.
He got a slick way of talking, bro. I will tell you when it comes to luxury rap and bars and shit like that, like he knows what he's doing with that shit, you heard? Can't take away nobody's skill set, you heard? But he still can't f with me. Meet me in the booth, I want smoke.
From a quiet NPR stage to a full-blown lyrical battlefield, this clash caught fans completely off guard. Why would a tiny desk performance, known for mellow vibes and stripped-down sets, suddenly turn into a subtle but deadly diss session? According to public sources, Pusha T's bars were surgical, and fans immediately recognized the underlying target. The tension wasn't just about music, it was about history, respect, and ego. This opening salvo sets the tone, Harlem swagger colliding with Virginia precision. Each line carries weight, and each reaction online amplified the drama viewers couldn't scroll past without pausing to catch the nuances of what was being said, and perhaps what was left unsaid. The question hanging over everyone's head, how would Jim respond?
Uncle said, you must be sick. All you talk about is just getting rich. Choke my neck and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. There was like a best MC list or something. Evidently, I made the list, and it was just a lot of different opinions on, like, you know, whether I should be on the list, whether I shouldn't be on the list. Me, out of 50 MCs, I was one of the people being questioned, like, should I be on the list? For me, it was just like, it was a thing of like, everybody can have an opinion, but when you talking about an MC list, I would expect for at least the opinion to be followed with like, and I belong on it. My mind state on the record was like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you my opinion.
Here, Jim Jones acknowledges the skill, but notice the subtle tension. He's giving credit, yet framing it in a way that asserts dominance. This is the hallmark of his approach, respect, but never submission. According to public sources, this kind of commentary signals both recognition and warning, a way of saying, I see you, but don't think you can outshine me. This moment illustrates the subtle chess game of hip-hop beefs fans online speculated immediately. Does Jim really feel threatened, or is he just showcasing his confidence? Either way, the commentary reveals the early stages of the lyrical escalation that's about to unfold. Each bar, each freestyle, is part of a narrative that fans are decoding line by line.
Do you know, can you tell me, can you sing along the 5 Pusha T records right now? His records?
Yes.
His records?
Yeah.
Name
I love
them.
Pusha. Nostalgia.
Oh, you was a Pusha T fan.
If you know, you know.
I didn't know he had fans like that. Can you name 5 Pusha T records? No, his records.
See, but
no, can you can you rap to 5 Pusha?
I can't rap 5. No,
all right, can you rap to 5? Wait. Can you rap? If 5 Pusha T records, not the records he's featured on, if 5 Pusha T records came on right now, could you rap them?
You could rap 5 Pusha T records?
Yeah.
Could you could you rap 5 Pusha T records right now if they started playing?
What do you mean rap though? Like the hook? Or just like,
could you sing them?
Verse for verse, they came on like certain joints. Like
no, not sorry, no.
I
love your soul, my dog. You're not in my top 50. You might be in Charlemagne's top 50 and things like that, but you haven't done that much for me in my life. Like I didn't never want to be like Pusha. I never had a Pusha moment in my life. I never thought like you did. Like where I'm from, you want to be like you if you was really that dude and that rapper and things like that.
Wanted to be like Pusha. Yeah. He was influenced by Pusha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why Pusha did the Mr. Me Too record.
Okay, cool.
Jim's challenge here isn't just words, it's a provocation. According to public sources, inviting someone to meet in the booth is more than a studio suggestion. It's a call to Lyrical Arms fans online immediately interpreted this as a declaration that the feud had escalated from subtle digs to overt confrontation. This is where the narrative shifts from commentary to high-stakes drama. Hip-hop isn't just about bars anymore. It's about perception, influence, and legacy. Every mention, every clip shared online fuels the story fans speculate that this could reignite a deeper rivalry, pulling old history back into the spotlight and setting the stage for what some are calling a modern-day Harlem versus Virginia lyrical showdown.
What has he done that puts him in the greatest rappers of all time besides talk about that he probably didn't get?
Wow.
All biased aside.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's nice as he can rap his ass. He can rap his ass off. What has he done? Nobody has dressed like him. Nobody wants to be like Pusha T. No, I don't remember nothing. And let's not be evil, but we don't talk about rap where that's popping the want to and wanna be like. I don't know too many in this game that was leaning towards being like Pusha T.
50? You won't put
no, like
Big Sean before I put Big Sean before Pusha T.
Easily. But Jim Jones is on it before Pusha T.
But I'm saying you can put whoever you want ahead of him. You're saying he's not.
Cameron before Pusha T.
Easily.
Bro, you go in these clubs, I don't know no records they play in the club with or Pusha T. They don't play outside. NBA Youngboy before Pusha T.
It's fascinating how context transforms perception. What seems like a casual performance becomes an arena for strategic lyricism. Pusha T leveraged a subdued stage, known for its calm and intimate atmosphere, to deliver lines that hit harder because they were unexpected. Online reactions suggest that the contrast, the soft NPR setting versus sharp lyrical jabs, amplified the impact. By performing a medley of his popular tracks, Push not only reminded fans of his artistry, but also subtly inserted commentary on Jim Jones. Fans speculate this was a calculated move, a way to remind the world of his lyrical prowess without creating overt drama. The silence between the notes became as powerful as the words themselves, signaling that sometimes restraint is a weapon in hip-hop.
Pusha T or Malice?
They waiting all night for this. They waiting all night for this. They know where it's going. We got the answer in the game. It's the game.
You're not making one.
This single line illustrates the power of subtlety. According to public sources, a well-placed lyric can carry more weight than an entire diss track. Pusha T didn't need to name anyone. Fans instantly connected the dots to Jim Jones, proving how online audiences act as real-time detectives in hip-hop culture. The tension here isn't just personal, it's symbolic. Fans speculate that this bar was a statement about hierarchy and influence in rap, who belongs where, and who's chasing relevance. Jim's next move would define whether this would remain a subtle warning or spiral into a full-blown exchange. The internet's immediate response shows that in modern hip-hop, the arena isn't just the stage. It's every platform where fans gather, analyze, and react.
To keep it a buck, I'm gonna go with Pusha T, so we're not gonna drink to them, but
Okay.
shout out to Pusha T, very dope artist. Everybody know he's a monster when it comes to doing music. I can't take nothing away from him. I know everybody's seen everything that was going on recently inside of the media and the internet. I believe it was cool. One time in my life, I got to engage into some verbal warfare and don't have to go beyond that and shit like that. Who knows what he might come up with? He's very crafty and shit like that. Some people react off top. Some people take years to come back. I seen that beef and wait years to try to kill a nigga. You heard? It's not always successful, but this is what I'm trying to say, how people try to line people up. But for the most part, I think it was dope. It was cute. I don't know if he actually took a shot at me, but it was cute. It was pointing in that direction.
Right.
It made me feel a type of way.
I wanted to say this for later, but he could always say, Jim, I wasn't talking about you.
I mean, and I would be hurt. I would be heartbroken.
Here, the roots of this rivalry become clear. According to public sources, the tension traces back to a seemingly casual moment on The Breakfast Club in 2023, when Jim Jones openly questioned Pusha's influence and standing in hip-hop. That dismissive comment, whether intended lightly or not, reverberated through social media and hip-hop communities, laying the foundation for what would become this highly publicized exchange. This history shows why Pusha T's tiny desk bars landed with such intensity. Fans reacted instantly, decoding lines and connecting them to past slights. It's a lesson in how legacy, reputation, and subtle provocations can simmer for years before boiling over. The feud isn't just spontaneous, it's a culmination of past interactions, statements, and perceived disrespect. Jim's offhand remark became a seed that grew into a full-blown lyrical standoff. The subtlety of Pusha T's approach is what sets this moment apart from typical rap confrontations. While Jim Jones operates in the realm of loud, direct challenges, Pusha thrives in the understated, cerebral space, where meaning is layered and consequences are implied rather than shouted. Fans online reportedly noticed this immediately, dissecting every line, pause, and cadence, trying to determine whether this was a measured jab or an outright attack. Social media acted like a magnifying glass, amplifying the smallest nuances into full-scale conversations. In the span of minutes, clips of the performance circulated across platforms, paired with comment threads that debated intent, legacy, and artistry. The irony here is palpable. Jim's style is inherently public, performative, and in your face, while Pusha's calculated restraint forces the audience to read between the lines. It's a clash not only of words, but of methodology, loud energy versus quiet dominance. Each fan reaction became part of the narrative, validating the notion that hip-hop feuds today are as much about perception and digital presence as they are about musical skill. According to public sources, some New York-based fans rallied behind Jim, praising his confidence and public assertiveness, while lyricists and critics leaned toward Pusha, recognizing the strategic mastery in a bar delivered softly but powerfully. The unfolding drama highlights how a single stage performance can ripple across the industry, impacting reputations, social discourse, and even the perceived hierarchy within hip-hop. Analysts have pointed out that this moment is a study in contrasts. One artist building tension through theatrics and confrontation, the other through subtle, almost surgical precision. Each reaction, each replayed clip, feeds into a wider narrative of legacy, respect, and strategic positioning. Observers note that in this case, silence becomes a weapon almost as potent as a verse itself. Meanwhile, Jim Jones's response strategy, though animated and public, reveals an awareness of the stakes. By openly acknowledging Pusha's skills while simultaneously asserting his own dominance, he engages in a form of narrative control, shaping the conversation while ensuring he remains central to the unfolding drama. Public sources suggest that this dual approach, giving measured respect, yet signaling readiness for confrontation, keeps fans engaged and speculation alive. In a modern music industry increasingly dominated by digital interaction, moments like these are amplified, dissected, and shared repeatedly, turning a single performance into a multi-platform event. From a cultural perspective, this exchange is emblematic of generational shifts within hip-hop itself. The Harlem swagger of Jim Jones represents an era of raw, unfiltered expression where battles were staged for immediate spectacle, often extending into broader media. Pusha T's calculated lyrical subtlety reflects a newer school, where influence is earned quietly, and impact is measured by how effectively words resonate over time, rather than the immediate volume of confrontation. This intersection of styles creates tension not only between the artists themselves, but also within their respective audiences, each side interpreting every gesture and lyric through the lens of prior experiences and expectations. Even more compelling is the silent power in Pusha's choice to let his art speak for itself. By refraining from social media statements or live responses, he forces the industry and fans alike to confront the bar's implications without distraction. It is reportedly this restraint that unsettled Jim, a figure accustomed to commanding attention through presence and declaration. The dynamic becomes a study in influence, one side actively engaging the public, the other quietly reshaping perceptions, leaving listeners to reconcile intention, legacy, and impact on their own terms. The stakes extend beyond individual pride. Each line, each subtle inflection, carries with it questions of cultural authority and credibility. Public discourse surrounding the Tiny Desk performance has touched on the very metrics by which hip-hop is judged: street credibility, lyrical innovation, consistency, and the ability to influence the broader culture. Online reactions suggest that audiences are fascinated not just by the beef itself, but by what it reveals about evolving standards in hip-hop, the balance between artistry and showmanship, and how modern platforms amplify subtle gestures into industry-wide phenomena. As the weeks following the performance unfolded, commentators noted the growing dichotomy between reaction and strategy. Jim Jones's visibility and direct responses continued to fuel conversation, drawing attention to his assertiveness and commitment commitment to confrontation. Push's silence, on the other hand, reportedly allowed his influence to grow more quietly, his reputation benefiting from the perception of being unbothered and strategically superior. This contrast emphasizes a lesson in modern celebrity conflict. Impact is measured as much by what isn't said as by what is, and timing can be just as decisive as lyrical content. At the core, the feud is a compelling narrative of contrasting philosophies within the same culture, one rooted in overt presence and theatricality, the other in subtlety and long-term calculation. Each move has consequences that ripple through fans, artists, and media alike. According to public sources, this moment is now referenced as a textbook example of how modern hip-hop can operate as both performance art and strategic communication, blurring the lines between music, persona, and digital narrative. In the end, the tiny desk clash serves as a reminder of why hip-hop continues to captivate audiences beyond its music, its storytelling, tension, and the interplay of personality and power. Fans and critics alike dissect, debate, and replay moments like these, turning them into cultural touchstones. The lessons extend beyond the individual feud, revealing how modern platforms have transformed the ways conflicts are staged, observed, and interpreted, and how legacy and strategy often outweigh immediate spectacle. And as the story continues to unfold, one clear takeaway emerges. In a world where every performance, every line, and every silence is magnified, timing, precision, and subtlety can redefine influence. What appears as quiet mastery can, over time, eclipse the flashiest gestures and loudest declarations. For Jim Jones, every comment and clip keeps him in the public eye. For Pusha T, silence ensures that his artistry carries the weight, leaving interpretation to the audience and allowing the narrative to unfold naturally. And don't go anywhere. Click the next video you see on your screen for even more juicy celebrity chaos, betrayals, and stories Hollywood doesn't want you to know. See you in the next one.